Mutton duck banglo is a ghost recipe traditionally came from the colonial times in India, which signifies mutton typically cooked in a duck banglo in British India under the company rule. Duck bungalows were rest houses where the travelers used to take rest while on a journey or used as a night stop during a trip. At that time, the caretaker of the property had their own poultry and goat at the bungalows for easy milk and meat supplies. They used to cook this dish for their guests at dinner or lunch. The dish is always cooked with a special freshly blended spices along with eggs and potatoes in the gravy. It is fragrant, spicy, but not too hot and has a slightly sweetness in it. We made this dish on a weekend for 6 people, so let's check out how we made it. And before that, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe now and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Here we have taken 2 kg of mutton for this recipe. First we need to marinate the mutton pieces for an hour. So for the marination, we are adding 2 tablespoons of salt into this, a tablespoon of turmeric powder, 3 tablespoons of yogurt. This is homemade yogurt we are using here. We are adding 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder and mix this very well. Next, we are adding about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil into this. Massage the mutton pieces very well so that all pieces are well absorbed with the masalas. Now keep this marination for an hour at least. Next we need a paste, so for that we have taken a large onion roughly chopped and a whole garlic. We will grind this together into a smooth paste. We have also sliced about 5 pieces of large onions, from which we are gonna use some of it for beresta and remaining portion for the gravy. We have taken a big tomato cut into slices. Next we will make the special duck banglo masala. So for that we need a teaspoon of fennel seeds, cumin seeds and coriander seeds, 1.5 pieces of bay leaf, 2 dry red chilies, 6 to 7 pieces of black peppercorns, 3 inches of cinnamon stick, half of a jaifal and a floret of javitri. We will dry roast all of these spices and then blend this together into fine powder, from which half we will use while saute the mutton and remaining half at last stage before serving. So for now keep this aside in an airtight container. Now heat the karai and put some mustard oil for frying the potatoes. Here we have taken 12 pieces of whole potatoes. We will fry this until it is light brown in color, adding a pinch of salt and turmeric powder to the potatoes. Potatoes are done now, so keeping this aside. Next, in the same oil, we will fry some sliced onion to make beresta. Once done, in the same oil, fry remaining sliced onion. So, we have taken total 6 large onions, from which we have used 1 large onion for the paste, 1 for the beresta and remaining 4 pieces for the gravy. Saute the onions until they are light brown in color. Now we are adding the onion and garlic paste which we have made before. Now saute this until onions are a bit mushy. Stir it continuously on low to medium heat until the onions are done. Adding a teaspoon of ginger paste into this and saute it well. Adding the sliced tomato followed by and saute this. Fry this on low to medium heat until the oil separates from its sides. If the masala gets dry, add little water at a time and saute it continuously. Fry this on low to medium heat until all of this becomes nicely cooked and mashy. Now we are adding a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, and a teaspoon of sugar. Mix it very well and saute the masala until it becomes mashy and brown in color. Now you can see the masala has turned into beautiful brown in color and also it has turned mashy. If you notice, oil is also releasing from the sides. So this is the perfect time to add the marinated mutton into this. Add marinated mutton pieces slowly into this and simultaneously saute it on low to medium heat. Now saute the marinated mutton with the masala on low to medium heat until all pieces of mutton absorbed the masala. Stir it continuously to avoid sticking from the bottom. Drizzle some mustard oil from the sides and keep frying this on medium heat. Cook it well on medium heat until the mutton is 50% cooked. You can see it has released some water and our mutton is almost 50% cooked. Now we will use this special blended masala which we have prepared before. We will add half of this masala now to the kadai and will keep remaining half aside for later use. Sprinkle half of the masala all over the mutton in the kadai and mix it all together very well on low heat. Saute this for 2 minutes on low heat and then it will straightly goes to the pressure cooker. Transfer all of this to the pressure cooker and then slowly add some hot water as per your requirement of the gravy. Here we are not adding the fried potatoes into the cooker because the potatoes we have used becomes softer after frying it. So you can add the fried potatoes into the cooker if it is not 100% cooked after frying it. Close the lid and pressure cook it until the mutton is perfectly boiled. Now we have taken 6 pieces of boiled eggs, sprinkle some salt, turmeric powder and Kashmiri red chili powder all over it and coat the eggs well. Then heat the kadai and add a teaspoon of mustard oil and fry the eggs on low heat until it is light golden in color. Our mutton is now perfectly done. Now we will put the fried potatoes into this and we will boil this for 5 more minutes on medium heat. After 5 minutes, switch off the gas and sprinkle the remaining half of the special blended spices all over it. Gently stir this and then immediately transfer this to the serving bowl. Garnish it with the eggs and beresta which we have prepared before. And with this, your mutton duck bungalow is ready to be served. This beautiful aromatic flavor makes this dish super delicious, especially when you have it on your lunch or dinner on any holiday. Make this dish on your leisure and enjoy the moment. You must try this recipe once on any holiday and share your experience with us. Eat good, stay healthy and be happy.